It's your boy, Coach K, and I got some basketball tips for you. First, for all my shooters, you need to understand basketball is really a feeling process. How you come off your feet, to how much of power you absorb through the toes, all the way up to the top of the head. Do understand these things are going to be important because the more rhythm and the more flow you have and the more control you have in this rhythm and flow, the more consistent you can get your shot. So I want to challenge you because I know a lot of people always complain about basketball. See, this basketball is an ugly basketball. Basketball is complete garbage. Two benefits of using a basketball like this is going to be one. One, it is very difficult to control and grip this basketball. This basketball is so slippery, it is ridiculous. A good thing is you'll start to be able to build and develop a better touch when it comes down to your shot and rhythm by not having to grip the ball as much. Another thing too is this basketball is not 100%. It's not at all. As you can see, has a smooth surface. And what I mean by smooth surface is a perfect surface. This basketball has all types of lumps in it. The beautiful thing about shooting with a basketball like this from time to time, and I'm not saying use it all the time, but this is a great way to develop a better shot, is that you'll notice that you'll get a lot more consistent with your shot because the humps, well, I ain't gonna say the humps, but the bumps in the actual basketball is going to generally, when it hits the rim, is going to come out for the most part. These are two techniques that you can start using to develop a better jumper. Like I said, I'm not saying use this type of basketball all the time, but if you're somebody who keeps complaining about having a basketball that is perfect, this is an alternative that you can use to challenge yourself to build better grip with the ball, because this is going to slip out your hands 100%. This is a slippery ball, I promise y'all. So like I said, this is going to help you develop better grip, that's one, and a better consistent shot even if the ball is a little sweaty. Trust me, these are things that can kind of mimic scenarios in games that you can start utilizing to continuously score. Another thing I want you to be mindful of, and I see a lot of y'all love to practice y'all jumper, but do me a favor and practice your jumper when you're tired. What I mean by this is, we've all played 2K, when you do the drill where the basketball is all over the court, you gotta run to the key, you gotta run all around the court in order to grab the basketball and score again. I want you to kind of use some of those techniques with the same basketball. So another thing you can get better at is if you miss, you understand where the ball should be falling so you can be there to grab the rebound. Sometimes a lot of us don't realize we may want more play time, or we may not have had the most high quality shot when we shot the ball, but we can readjust to some of those scenarios by doing what? We can time when the ball is coming off the rim. And the more consistent we are with our shot, we generally know when we're going to miss. We're going to know when it's going to be too short. We're going to know when it's going to come off the rim. Those little things matter when it comes down to playing in-game scenarios, because we want to always take the best shot possible. We always want to shoot the shot as if we are going to make the basketball even if we're going to miss. But a scenario to clean up and actually tackle on a little bit of more stats with the rebounds is know how the ball is coming off the rim. So when you're someone who's getting closer to the basketball, one of our personal suggestions is when you're shooting, when you're warming up on your shot, kind of steps away once you get consistent with 5 shots. So you shoot 5 times, step away, shoot 5 again that you make, step away, shoot 5 again that you make, step away. And then what you'll notice is not only on the top of you making those, you analyze how you're missing the basketball, how you're missing the basket. So if you notice that you shooting a little short, you understand you may need to push or pop from the feet a little bit more. But those are just a few tips that I'm going to give you today. But just make sure you look forward to a lot more tips to be able to develop a better shot. For those who do not know, 2 things I'm really good at is rebounding and mid-range 100%. So I'm going to teach you how to get a better mid-range, how to come off your feet solid, land solid, little things like that, because a lot of y'all don't even realize those things really do matter when it comes down to shooting. the basketball, mainly if your rhythm is 100% off. Because a lot of y'all love to take these little, skill shots, but at the end of the day, it's like focus on the basics to develop higher skills so that you can take more shots like that and then do what you do. But with that said, it's your boy Coach K. I'm gonna catch you on the next video.